Jamaica is currently standing at the center of a high-stakes diplomatic firestorm that could redefine its relationship with its most powerful neighbor. The tension reached a boiling point this week following a blunt and public warning from United States Congressman Carlos Giménez. The veteran lawmaker from Florida has officially put the island on notice, declaring that Jamaica will face consequences for its recent stance on Cuba. This is not just a minor disagreement. It is a direct clash of ideologies and foreign policy priorities that has the entire Caribbean region watching closely. The controversy was ignited when Prime Minister Andrew Holness took to the global stage during the 50th regular meeting of the Conference of Caribbean Heads of Government. During his address, Holness did not hold back, calling for the Caribbean community to speak plainly about the worsening situation in Cuba. The Prime Minister shared a clip of his speech online, expressing deep solidarity with the Cuban people as they grapple with a crippling energy crisis and severe economic hardship. For Holness, this was not just about politics. It's about regional survival and the humanitarian reality on Jamaica's doorstep. Holness argued that a prolonged collapse in Cuba would not be contained to the island. He warned that the fallout would inevitably create a massive wave of migration and create security and economic instability that would wash up on the shores of every Caribbean nation, including Jamaica. However, these words were met with immediate and harsh condemnation from Congressman Gimenez. As a Cuban-born lawmaker who migrated to the U.S. as a child, Gimenez has built a career on hardline stance against the Cuban government, and he viewed the Prime Minister's comments as a betrayal of democratic values. Talking to X, formerly Twitter, Gimenez blasted Holness, who serves as the leader of the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. He described the JLP's position as lamentable, accusing the party of providing cover for what he calls a moribund dictatorship that has historically tried to undermine Jamaica's democracy. Gimenez reminded the Prime Minister of past decades where the Castro regime allegedly intervened in Jamaica's internal politics to exacerbate partisan tensions. His message was cold and clear. Jamaica will face the consequences. This diplomatic spat comes at a time of extreme volatility in the region. Only recently, the United States announced a slight easing of its ban on Venezuelan oil exports to Cuba. The ban was part of a maximum pressure campaign following the invasion of Venezuela and the capture of Nicolas Maduro early this year. While the U.S. is making small adjustments to prevent a total humanitarian catastrophe, it expects its allies in the Western Hemisphere to remain in lockstep. Gimenez even went as far as to point towards Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Camila Prasad Bisesa, as the gold standard for regional leadership. He praised Prasad Bisesa for governing with moral clarity and strengthening her nation's alliance with the U.S. The implication was unmistakable. Countries that align with Washington's vision will benefit, while those that show solidarity with Cuba should expect a chill in relations. For Jamaica, the stakes could not be higher. The U.S. is Jamaica's largest trading partner and a vital partner in national security and anti-narcotics effort. Any shift in that relationship could have a tangible impact on the lives of every Jamaicans, from trade agreements to travel and security funding. Prime Minister Holness now finds himself in an incredibly delicate balancing act. He is trying to lead a sovereign nation that values Caribbean solidarity and humanitarian stability, while simultaneously managing a relationship with a superpower that views any support for Cuba as a red line. As the economic crisis in Cuba continues to alarm leaders across the Caribbean, the question remains, will the US follow through on those threats of consequences, or is it simply a warning shot across the bow? One thing is certain, the geopolitical landscape of the Caribbean is shifting in real time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.